Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next session on holiday homes and real estate investing in Croatia. Today, I would like to present my number one secret for investing into real estate in Croatia. So let's start right away. So my secret number one for you is no matter how small or big your investment appetite is, so meaning don't matter what you're going to invest into, make yield potential your number one decision criteria. Why is that so important? Because think of it. You go to Croatia, you have a look at some awesome properties, and you're presented pictures like these. You go like, wow, this is so amazing. This is what I would like to invest into. I want to have this pool. I want to have these benches. It's so good. So you easily get emotional. And when you're emotional, you're not in your investment sense. So you have to focus on the numbers to assure that you get the really high yield prospect. And remember a very important formula, which is the yield you're going for is a formula which is pretty simple to calculate. So it is the average vacation rental price times the days you're going to rent your property out divided by the purchase price. And that's the yield. And I always recommend people that when you go for real estate investments in Croatia, try to go for 10%. And that's what the locals also told me. They said, okay, if they go into investments, they never ever do something that is not paid off within 10 years time. So let's go a little deeper into that. What drives the yield? So we've already talked about the numbers a bit. So we have on the one hand the average vacation rental price, and you have the number of days you can rent it out, and you have the purchase price. So let me give you an example of why this part of the formula is so important. So assume we had like two options. One is you can rent out your property for 100 days, or you make it to 200 days. And then you have a property that could be rented for 100 euros per night, or if you really make it nice, you could go to 200 euros. Now, if you do the numbers, then this gives you 10,000. This gives you 20,000. This also gives you 20,000. But this gives you 40,000. 40,000 euros extra income per year. Wouldn't that be awesome? And how is it that you can make it that you charge 200 or whatever the number is and the maximum amount of those? So this is really the secret sauce you have to check out, and that's why this formula can really help you be in control when you make investment decisions. So key to investing is buy at a good price. In real estate, you make the money, or the make or break of a lot of deals is the purchase price, meaning the lower you can get, the better your rent is. So same example, assume you make 20,000 euros per year with your property. Now, if you can say the standard asking price would be 200,000, you would say, okay, that's good. That's a 10% yield. But what if you could just get it down to like 180% or even to 150 euros? Then the yield would definitely go up and would be much more than 10%. So this is exactly what I mean. The better you're at purchasing, the better your yield becomes. Also, next one is that was just the purchase price. But now let's go to these two friends here. So you have the one hand, you can go for a high daily rental price, and the other one is try to rent it out as many days as possible over the year. And that's about it. That's your key to a high yield. But what sounds so simple is really tough in reality. And that's why we have the following 2 secrets that will help you get a good yield based on these formulas. So let's move on. Secret number 2. The initially ugliest properties often generate the highest yields. So what do I mean with that? Let's have a look at this example. So imagine you would be presented with this property. What would you say? You would say, yeah, maybe, but let's look for another one, but this isn't so nice. Well, if I told you that this one is the exact same property with a bit of renovation and a bit of improvement, this discussion looks completely different, correct? And also here, when you look at the outside, this is much, much nicer than the first impression we had from the property. So learning, especially in Croatia, there are still many, many, many buildings that are in bad conditions, but at terrific locations with a splendid substance, meaning you can really, with a bit of creativity, you can really turn this into that or into this. And this for sure, maybe this you could rent out for 100 euros per night. Adding a pool gives you 200 euros per night, and making it from the interior nice as well, what can give you 300 or even 400 euros per night. And this maybe would be an investment of 200 with a bit of renovation and a pool 250,000 and plus some interior design, let's call it 300,000, but with a substantial increase in the yield. So that's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying, that it's these gold nuggets that you need to find. And as investors, we often overlook these opportunities because it's very difficult to imagine on how this property might look like in the future. Lots of people really prefer buying some pre-built, ready-made apartment where they see that it's nice and they can go for it. But the other thing is, if you go for these ugly ones, you have a very good position to negotiate. Why is that? Because sellers who sell nice buildings have it easy because it's easy to sell nicer houses. But if you have really the rotten ones, the ugly ones, then it's very difficult. And if you go to a seller and say, hey, listen, I want to buy your property, but there's so much work to do, I just give you half of the price we're asking for, then you have a good chance of making the deal. And especially in Croatia, the renovating expenses are not so high. So you get for 10 euros an hour, you already get really, really good people that can help you renovate the buildings. And renovating the building gives you the attractive daily rental rate you need to have a really good yield. So that's secret number 2. Now let's move on to secret number 3. The secret number 3 is more about the location. So what is important to keep in mind? Yes, I know everybody wants to invest in the top tier location, but the problem is the purchase prices are high and then your yield is going down. So when you look for second tier locations, those might not be interesting for the local real estate markets, where people say, nobody wants to invest there. But it could be that you have a second tier location that is really a number 1 location for your holiday guest. So let me give you an example. So you have in Istria, in Croatia, you have the coast, or in cities like in Rovinj, you can already pay up to 10,000 euros per square meters. But then if you just move like 30k into the peninsula, then you can get a very nice old stone house, fully renovated, totally completed, for about 250,000 euros. So from an investment standpoint, inside the peninsula is much worse than going to the coast. But from a holiday guest perspective, so think of families that need pool, that need pools, that need fences, that need some space for kids to play, then this might be an interesting property to look for. So a vacation home that is very remote for all amenity, but first road to the sea, maybe the dream holiday for stressed workaholics. But a vacation home up on the mountain, maybe a dream home for mountain bikers, or a vacation home close to a terrific playground might be a second-tier beach, but maybe perfect for families. So all that we would like to tell you here is, first of all, define what is your audience, what are the people you're targeting, and second, what would be a number one location for them. So having these two things can really help you go look for those affordable second-tier locations that offer perfect value for a special target group. This will help you to get your yield go up. Okay, so let's summarize. Secret number one: make yield your priority number one. Secret number two: go for the ugly buildings because they offer the most potential in terms of value increase. And third, second tier properties might be for your target group number one priority. And that's about it. These are the top three secrets I would give you as a real estate investor in Croatia. Now, if you have any questions or any concerns or any properties you would like to discuss, then just send me an email to thomas.langenberg@stylondo.com, or just go to my website on https://thomas.com and sign up, and I'm happy to help you with your real estate project in Croatia. Thanks for listening. It was a pleasure to talk to you, and see you next time here on this channel. Bye-bye, Thomas.